Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here, and in today's video we're going to find out which carrier, MetroPCS or Cricket Wireless, offers the best port over device as of June 2017. So maybe you have a phone from Sprint, maybe you have a device that is broken from another carrier, and you know for a fact you get good coverage with MetroPCS and Cricket Wireless in your area, and you're looking to port that number over and at the same time get a newer phone to use on your new line of service. And in this video we're going to find out, is it MetroPCS or is it Cricket Wireless that is going to offer you the best device for a port over special. So I got the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime to my left, and I got the LG Fortune to my right. Alright, so design wise, I think they're both designed very nice. You got a nice matte finish to the J3 Prime, where you have this more grippy texture to the LG Fortune to the back. Then you got Samsung branding to the back of the J3 Prime, Cricket branding to the back of the LG Fortune, as well as LG on the bottom, and then a back-firing speaker. And in my personal experience, the best speaker placement and audio is going to have to go to the J3 Prime with that side-firing speaker. It's just way better placement, and it doesn't get covered up as easy as the speaker on the back. Now, moving to the other side, all you got right there is your volume rockers, and they're pretty much positioned pretty nice. You can reach those with no problem. To the bottom there, headphone jack, mic, USB charging port. Neither one of these devices provide quick charge or anything like that. And also I should mention the back of the LG Fortune, that is not a fingerprint sensor, it is just the power button. Both of these have removable backs, which is going to give you access to a 2600 mAh battery on the J3 Prime, 2500 mAh on the LG Fortune, and they both got micro SD card slots for expandable storage. Now let's take a look at the display here. Both devices have a 5-inch display. Neither one of them have a notification LED light to the front there. You got capacitive buttons to the J3 Prime, and then you got on-screen buttons for the LG Fortune. Now next what I want to do is move on to the dialer, because this is a feature that I really like and I use it all the time on the J3 Prime, which is that video calling feature. I think it's very useful, and unfortunately Cricket Wireless doesn't offer that as of now. Now let's go ahead and move on to the messaging application and take a look at the difference in how the keyboards look. I definitely favor the keyboard on the J3 Prime. I just like the whole layout of it. And then also take a look at the emojis, how they look different from each other. Again, this is all stock. This is exactly how it looks out of the box. So there's no third-party keyboard downloaded, no launchers running. But I definitely like the layout and the emoji styles on the J3 Prime. So moving on to one-handed usability, that's not going to be an issue on either one of these devices with their 5-inch display. As you can see, I can reach the status bar, the notification panel there. I can kind of go through the quick toggles on the LG Fortune there. What I want to point out is the difference in appearance. As you can see there, the J3 Prime definitely has the more updated, cleaner notification panel compared to the LG Fortune, where it just looks a little dated there. I mean, this is running Marshmallow. It's not running the latest version of Android, so you know, you do have that kind of style to it. Jumping into the settings here, you do get some pretty good features on both devices here. I'll switch this up to list view on the LG Fortune, and then they both offer the mobile hotspot and tethering option. There is no NFC on either one of these devices, so you wouldn't be able to use either one with Android Pay, or you can't use Android Beam. Let's go ahead and move on to displays here. And when it comes to outdoor visibility, indirect sunlight, the J3 Prime is definitely going to win in that category because it has that outdoor mode, so the display does get pretty bright. I mean, the LG Fortune does do okay in outdoor visibility as well, but the display doesn't get as bright. Moving on to battery, like I mentioned, the J3 Prime has a 2600 mAh battery, and the LG Fortune has a 2500 mAh battery. Both are removable, but with the J3 Prime, you get some great ways to optimize your battery and your system, which will give you some more screen on time compared to the LG Fortune. And both of these have 16 gigabytes of internal storage, and as well as micro SD card expansion. Now moving on to software info here, as you'll see, you got the March 1st 2017 security patch, and then the December 1st security patch on the LG Fortune, and the J3 Prime is running 7.0 Nougat, where the LG Fortune is on 6.0.1 Marshmallow, which I doubt the LG Fortune will get the update to Nougat. Moving on to the cameras now, you're getting a 5 megapixel rear facing camera on both. Now with the J3 Prime, you're getting a 2 megapixel front facing camera, and you're getting a 5 megapixel front facing camera on the LG Fortune. I never really focus too much on front facing cameras because I'm not a selfie type of person, but I'll focus more on the rear cameras here that both have the 5 megapixels. When it comes to the shutter speed, as you can see there, the LG Fortune does have that delay, where the J3 Prime definitely has the faster shutter speed. And then take a look at video recording here. I mean, there's just something about Samsung devices when it comes to their cameras and the whole way that they process their images, which does look very, very good. And I would say the stabilization, I'm going to have to lean towards the J3 Prime. I mean, the LG Fortune does do a good job with video recording, but the J3 Prime just seems to have a little bit more of a smoother, less motion blur when you are taking photos and videos. With the J3 Prime, you can record in Full HD. With the LG Fortune, it's only HD. And you also got Grace UI on the J3 Prime. Some other modes you got is Pro, Sports, Sound and Shot. You just get some more features with the J3 Prime in the camera department. Moving on to YouTube video watching, because I know a lot of us use our devices to watch YouTube videos. 720p, 60 frames per second on the J3 Prime. 480p resolution on the LG Fortune. Your media consumption experience is going to be a lot better on the J3 Prime. Better viewing angles, just everything looks a lot more vibrant on the J3 Prime compared to the LG Fortune. Moving on to the Geekbench 4 test, for those of you that are curious on how these two stack up against each other, the J3 Prime definitely outscores the LG Fortune. Single core score 603, and then in multi-core score 1787. So with the J3 Prime, you're getting a 1.4 gigahertz quad-core processor, 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. And then with the LG Fortune, you're getting a 1.1 gigahertz quad-core processor, as well as 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. Clearing out the recent apps there, I'll go ahead and open up some applications at the same time. Now, even though the J3 Prime did outscore the LG Fortune is no slouch. It can definitely perform very well. As you can see there in the opening of the Play Store, the LG Fortune did open up fast. Moving on to the clock, you know, there's not going to be huge difference when opening up applications at the same time. Let's go ahead and open up YouTube, see which one opens up first here. So here we go. And it is the J3 Prime, slightly faster than the LG Fortune. Let's go ahead and go back into that Google folder. Let's open up Maps at the same time, see which one opens up first. And it is the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime as well. So let's go ahead and exit out of there. Put up a camera at the same time. And it is the LG Fortune did open up the camera faster. So let's go ahead and exit out of the camera application and see what else we can open up here. See what other, let's open up Facebook at the same time. See which one loads up the quickest. And it is the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime. So it looks like LG Fortune is still working on opening up Facebook. There it is. All right, so moving on from there, let's go ahead and open up. Let's open up Subway Surfers at the same. Actually, let's do Geekbench 4 first. And well, that was pretty close there. I want to say LG Fortune might have opened up a little bit faster. As you can see there, you can see the difference in screen resolution. 480 by 854 on the LG Fortune, 720 by 1280 on the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime. So let's open up Subway Surfers now at the same time and see which one. I think it is going to be the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime, which is going to load this game faster. So yeah, it's already in the loading bar there, as you can see. And there is the LG Fortune. So definitely going to give that one to the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime. Opening up Subway Surfers and loading faster than the LG Fortune there. Let's do Temple Run at the same time. And I'm pretty certain it will be the J3 Prime, which opens up this game faster. So there you go. And there's the LG Fortune right behind the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime. And the J3 Prime ready to run. So there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and check out the RAM management here. Let's open up some of the applications that we opened up previously. Play Store, and the LG Fortune did open up Play Store faster that time. And let's move on to Clock. Let's open up Clock. There you go. And let's move on to YouTube here. And it is the J3 Prime opening up YouTube faster there. And let's go ahead and open up Maps at the same time. And it is going to be the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime. All right, so opening up applications and stuff is pretty close. I would say the J3 Prime is going to be a little bit faster than the LG Fortune. But one thing the J3 Prime has, which the LG Fortune doesn't have, is this very useful multi-window mode here. So you can have two applications open on the display at the same time. Unfortunately, the LG Fortune doesn't offer that. So that is something I find very useful, and I use that all the time, that multi-window, that dual window mode. So yeah, J3 Prime definitely, in my opinion, is going to be the better device. If you're looking to, port your number over, and for a fact you got good service on Cricket, good service on Metro, I would definitely go with the Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime. It just seems more future-proof to me, running Android 7.0 Nougat. It's going to have the better camera, the better display. You're going to get a little bit better performance and slightly better battery life as well. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this comparison, please hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe for more future videos. This is Paul Tech, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.
We about to turn it on. Turn it